Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I think for today's video we're going to do a little kind of reorganise my bookshelves with me. My bookshelves are actually starting to get a bit chaotic, a bit too full. I've literally just ordered one of those like round circular bookshelves, so that's hopefully coming in the coming days. So I kind of wanted to rejig what's on my bookshelves in my room at the minute and take off all the TBR books and only have on there books that I've read, because this new big long one is going to have all my TBR books on it because I'm starting to get overwhelmed with how big my TBR is. And I also have like a spare room with loads of other TBR books in there as well. So this is going to differentiate from what I've read and what I've still to read. I've also made a big stack of books I'm going to unhaul as well, so that is also going to be coming in this video as well. All the books I'm unhauling. So let's just get right into it. These are some of the books that I have still to read. All of these here. All those ones there and that little section there, but I do have a lot more in the spare room, and these are ones that I kind of want to read really soon. So I'm going to start pulling them off the shelf, and can I just count how many books I actually have in my TBR? Fingers crossed that most of them fit on this new bookshelf that I'm getting. It's 5 tiers. Fingers crossed. Something really exciting came in the mail today and it's my bookshelf. Let me turn around to show you guys. Look! We've got some help from the mum helping me build it because I'm absolutely hopeless. But we've managed actually not too bad, haven't we not? We've done it quite well together. I went for the 5 tier and I didn't realise how tall the 5 tier is. Like, this is me. Let me turn around. This is me, and already it's probably about the same. It's actually the same height as me. Like, because that's going to be the top bit for where you can put like plants and things. So it's literally the same height. But this is going to look so nice in my new house when I finally get something. I keep getting beaten out for offers and it's driving me insane. But in the next couple of months, hopefully, new house. And this lovely beauty will be in the new house. So I'm going to finish building it. And then I'll kind of fill them as I totally fill it with all my TBR books. Which will be totally fun. That's it totally built now. So I'm going to swing around and just show. I've kind of put it in this corner for now. I think it looks really good there, and then this is just some more TBR books. I'm starting to like bring in all my TBR books from here. Need to find somewhere for all of these. This is all a work in progress, but we're going to sort this first. So I've taken these from my actual bedroom, so I'll actually go through here now and show the emptied shelves. I've got these ones to come through and just those two, and then this one shelf here. So hopefully most of these will fit on that big thing, so we'll see what space we're working with as we go along. One trip done. And then a couple more, but I'll get more of the ones underneath as well, because these all need to come as well. It'd be good to have them not right at the actual bed, which is so irritating. But then I need to figure out what I'm going to do with these shelves, because I don't really want to move them, and I'll show you why. Because if I move them, my cat will be really upset. Look down here. That is literally his little like safe haven. It's the only place he'll go there, and he'll scream at me if I'm not sitting in my bed when he's there, because he's already moaned already. But yeah, run out of breath. I need to try and get all these moved through, and we'll keep up the momentum because so far so good. Got the last chunk of books ready to go, so we're just going to sit it here. Oh no, I think that's going to fall over if I do that. It'll probably. Okay, I think I'm going to start with like my bigger ones at the top. So Alchemize is going to go at the top. Lovely Alchemized. I think Alchemized will go right here. It's going to take up quite a big chunk. And I think if I can fit it, I'm going to put my other big chunky book. Oh, excellent. That fit absolutely gloriously. Look at that, the two big ones. Nice. So we'll keep going.
Is this your TBR or ones?
This is all TBR, because I felt like if I have all my TBR in the one spot, I feel like it's going to be a lot better. So that's why we're going to do TBR. And we're putting like ones that I more so want to read, more like these are the ones I want to read quickly. as in like priority as it goes down, if that makes sense. So actually I'm going to move that one because I really want to read this soon and I really want to read this soon. Okay. We actually, like, when we put these on, we made it a little bit different, so we're doing it like that. Whereas when you actually look at the thing, it's supposed to be all one side, so hopefully that looks alright. But so far so good, so we'll see what happens. Right, next. I've got loads of hardcover ones here. I think I want to put Ascended in that. So I've got Ascended, which again is going to be a good one. So I'll put that here. Oh, please. Yeah. Ascended Fairy Tale. There. Can fit another. I might put Zodiac Academy there. I've not yet read Zodiac Academy, and I think I really want to read this, but this is going to take like a while, so I don't know if I can commit to a series that big at the moment. Pop that in. Looking lush. Rose and Chains is going to be another one at the top. There we go. Rose and Chains. I think also a stage set in villains. A stage set for villains, should I say. This is one that just literally came in the mail. But I fancy reading that pretty soon, so we'll set that there. And then another one that I want to read quite quickly is probably, I'm going to say, The Stars Are Dying. And we'll have got you here. Look how stunning this book is. Are we kidding? Like, love. So I really want to read this as well because it's supposed to be a really good romantasy. So that is the first kind of one done. So our first one here. So far so good. Now that fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11 books and they're all like chunky kind of paper hardbacks. So it's actually not that bad. So good. The bottom now because I don't know what I want to put there.
I'm starting head to. I'm going to start on the floor.
Okay. She's away to work, so it's just me now. Right, bye mum. So I'm gonna
try getting the stairs.
yeah, I'll get them in a minute because those ones aren't like priority. See, I have books everywhere. That's the problem. Books everywhere, everywhere. Okay. What next? What next? What next? Okay, so ones that I'm not so much wanting to read at the minute. Okay, I do want to read this, but I want to read this when the film's coming out. I want to read it like just before, so I am going to put this further down, I think. So we're going to put it here. Yeah, we're going to put it there. We're going to put Terror at the Gates kind of further down because I'm not really in the mood for that at the moment. Put that there. Fallen Gods as well is another one I really want to get to, but there's other ones I want to read before I read that one. So I'm also going to try to find a place to sit you guys. Also gonna put this this is the second shelf I'm doing now because I'm keeping the bottom shelf for spare room, hopefully, if there's more room on this. I just realised there's like a glare coming from like here. That's irritating, that glare. Oh well. So I'm gonna quickly do a little bit more and then I will jump back in and show you guys kind of like the finished look because this is gonna take a hot minute. So. Take board for fire. Gonna go here, and then I was gonna put that one down there because it fits nice, but I actually want to get to this quite quickly. So let's see. Maybe this one, Blood of the Ether, if that'll fit in. Absolutely not. That will not fit in. Fruit of the Flesh, that'll fit in there quite nice. So I'll put that there. I think that's looking pretty okay. That one. I've got some like smaller paperbacks which I think I'm going to put around here. So I've got A Twisted Throne, I've got Phantasma, but I kind of want to put Phantasma with this other book which is over there somewhere. So hold on a minute, I'm going to get on the second shelf. Second shelf we're also going to put this lovely book here, The Lies That Summon the Night. I literally just got this in the mail as well, so we'll put that down here. It's not as pressing as other ones. Dagger in the Flame, I've had this for so long. I do want to read this, I just need to pick it up. This is the problem, I have so many books I want to read, but there's so many I want to read before said books, so I just need to get my head down and get reading. There is the Daggersmith. I'll probably put it in here as well. But now looking at this, I've got quite a lot of room, and I've already done the ones that are from my bedroom. And that's actually only been 2 shelves. That's insane. Am I missing any? Surely not. I've still got a few. I'll probably take another half shelf with the ones from my room, but I've got all the ones here. I've got another little shelf here. I'll just quickly turn it around to show you guys. I've got this other little shelf here, and then these books are just in the haul that I was trying it out with. So I've still got them to go in, but these ones are the ones that are very much, I want to get all of these done first before I get these, so I don't know whether to like lift these higher and put these lower. I feel like that makes more sense. And then over there, amongst all the mess, is all my just romancy kind of books. So yeah, let me like rethink this, and then I'll come back once it's almost done to kind of show how we got where we got. I think I'm happy with it so far. It's actually taken every single book from my, oh this lighting is horrible, every single book from the room shelves that are TBR books, and also every single book from this little shelf here. And this is it all kind of put together. Now I really like the way I did it, like side, 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 side. On the actual like videos, or when you actually look at it, it all like the books all go down the one way, and I think it's because then these are like the covers will face out. So I found that when I was putting it in, some of the covers were like it was their back here. But to rectify that, all I did was, if you turn this round, I put the ones with the sprayed edges at the sides that weren't going to be shown. You know, so like I've put that one there, sprayed edges are out, and you can see that it's that book to kind of combat that, because I think I quite like it like this. That's all of them, and I've still got kind of a shelf under here, just a couple of little extra books there. So I don't know whether to put on some romance books here or just leave it blank for now in case there's any more, like, this is all like romantasy books, fantasy books, some dark romance, which isn't usually my genre, but I've got a couple kind of on this little shelf here and down there. But yeah, let me know what you think I should do with here. Should I put anything else or just leave that space for any other romantasy books or whatever I get? Even though I really want to dwindle down the TBR, this just makes it a lot easier. I can come in here and pick which one I want to read next. If we actually go into my room at the moment, all of these now are, oh my god, wait a minute. We have some more unread books right here, but they are romance. So I might put them on, because these are like my romance ones I want to get to like quickly. So actually I'm going to do that at the bottom. I'll put them on there. That's that sorted. These ones are the February TBR at the minute. I always set a TBR. Do I stick to my TBR? Absolutely not. I'll maybe read one or two and then completely go off the rails, pick something else, or end up in a slump, or buy a new book. And that's just why we end up in this situation where we've got so many books. But everything else on the shelf is all books I've already read, so now I can spread them out, put some face forward, which is what I've always wanted to do. Yeah, some people might think I'm crazy doing this when I'm hopefully moving in the next couple of months. Hopefully by June. June is like my goal, to be moved into my new house by June. So we will see. But I think I need my space to be clean and fixed. It's been annoying me too long, and trying to get a house has been taking too long because it's bidding wars out here. So for the time being, I'm just going to do it like this, and then as soon as we move, I'll get the cardboard boxes out. I'll also film me moving as well, and the whole building of my book room, because I'm planning to buy a house with either 2 rooms or a flat with 2 rooms, so I can have one kind of reading room and then my room. So that's the plan. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm super, super happy with the way that's turned out in there. Let me spruce all this up and I'll show you the end result of this. I'm back on here to show all my romance books. They are here in my book cart. I first got this book cart for a TBR cart, and then I just ended up buying far too many books, to the point where I couldn't really use it as like a nice little monthly TBR because there was far too many. Because I mean, look at all this. And there's some there. And not only this, I've put a lot on my Vinted, which I'll link below. All these books here are all on my Vinted account. They're really, really good copied books. Some of them wearing and tear from reading, others not even read. Yeah. Oh, I'm so out of breath from doing everything. But yeah, there's loads there, and it's just books that I've either grown out of or things that I'm not going to reach for, and I know I'm not going to reach for it in the next year. So if I ever want to read them again, I will just rebuy them. So they're all my vintage for quite reasonable prices. The only ones that are ever a wee bit more expensive is either ones with like some sprayed edges, or exclusive ones, or indie ones, which even still I try and put them on as reasonable as possible. So yeah, if you'd like any of these books, just a quick wee overview, loads in there as well, then feel free to go onto my vintage, which I will link below. Back over here, I think I'm gonna take all of these off here and try and fit them on here. I might be able to take one of the white shelves from the spare room, or not the spare room, from my own room, and put it here maybe. I don't know how that'll look. It might be too much going on here, or I could maybe put one at the other side here. I'm going to wait and see what it looks like. We'll see how many books this will take. I don't think it's going to take all of these, but we will give it a good try. Yeah. So starting with this, I think I'm going to put all my kind of like cowboy romances in the one shelf. So I'll start with like all my Elsie Silvers and pop them on the top shelf, because they are ones that I really want to get to read. The good thing is with these, once I actually start the series, I actually manage to get through the romances quite quickly because they're quite easy to read. I found these in the works for like £4 each, and this is the problem. The works have so many good... All the books just fell. Yeah, so the works has loads of like good books for like really reasonable prices, which I'm obsessed with book buying, and then when you see a pretty cover and it's cheap, this is what happens. But these are all ones that I've went through everything. All the ones in that box I just showed before are the ones I want to donate. These are ones that I really do want to read. I just don't have enough hours in the day. So hopefully now that I'm more organised, I'll find more time. Or not find more time, but like I'll be able to prioritise the physical TBR, because I also do have a Kindle. And there's loads of Kindle ones that I have that I want to get through as well. Oh god, there's the mailman. Oh my god, that actually might be more books. Bear with me while I go and look. Okay guys, it wasn't more books from the postman, I promise. These were books that I forgot I was using to test out the bookshelf. So I'm going to have to rejig the new one, because some of these are fantasy. God damn. Okay, well, that's that. That light in my room is really irritating. I just like put my hand up to get the light away. It was some pins. I'm going to Disney in March and June, and I do a lot of pin trading, and I've got a couple of pins here to take with me on trading. So I mean, I've got like these to put on there now, so I'm going to have to... Oh no, we're fine, because I put some of the dark romance on the fantasy shelf, so if I just bring them down, it should be enough to fit these. So bear with. We'll do that first and then I'll jump back into this little section. I'm back after sorting that out. Basically, I'll just quickly show you. I've just kind of added those ones here, and now we've got here a bit more full, so I think I have one section at the back free for books, and a little one more book could probably fit in there. So that's pretty much held every single fantasy book I have. So the goal is try not buy any more fantasy books unless I read one, and this moves on to the bookcases that have been read. However, I do have pre-orders that have been pre-ordered for the rest of the year, so it depends how fast I can read and how fast the pre-orders come in, because I do have 2 pre-orders coming. But with that being said, there is room for the 2 pre-orders there, so technically we are okay. That is the girl math mathing right there. But back to the romance bit we're in now. So I've got all these, which again they're all going to go up in the cowboy romance section at the top. Well, I thought they all were, but I don't think they're going to fit. Don't tell me I'm one book short. Oh no, they fit. Okay, they fit. Sorry, this is a bad angle, but that fits nice. Can we see that? There we go. So that's all like the kind of cowboy romance ones. Although I did notice we've got another Elsie Silver here. Yeah. So we're going to have to just keep kind of going. I'm going to try and put as many on here, and then I'll move them around and see. Going by this so far, I can see that it is not going to fit. Now I don't know whether do I put them all on this and take this away from here. That might actually be the way forward, you know. The only thing is, I like that that's got that so I can put things up there. But then again, now I've got the top of that I could put things on. Okay, I'm going to need to brainstorm and then I will come back when we are kind of pretty much where we're going to be for the rest of the book organisation. Yep, I'll come right. Okay guys, sorry for the lighting, but this is what we're working with so far. So I've managed to put two, oh, I don't know what's wrong with the gimbal, two of these here. And I've got this here. Now this, I kind of want to move it over slightly, but at the moment I'm just going to leave it because I cannot lift it with all the books on. I'll end up breaking it because there's still like a bit of room here, so if I move it over and give that a little bit more of a gap, I think it'll look a lot better. I've just put this little thing at the top. It's like a little, it's not the best because I actually made this. We went to a pottery class and it was like painting, so I picked a little plant pot. Then I just got this from IKEA and popped it inside. So yeah, that was my attempt at drawing a dragon and making a kind of dark sky, but yeah. So that's up there for now. Oh, my gimbal is going crazy again, but yeah, so I'm pretty happy with this at the moment. I might put something else up there, like a lamp, because the light in here is absolutely horrendous. So now I'm just going to work on... Hold on, let me fix this gimbal. It's just not having... I think I fixed it. It was completely gone mental for a second there. So yeah, I've got these. These are all my romance TBR books, and I'm going to start filling up this shelf now and see how that goes. Up here at the moment, I've just put my little Epic Universe mug that was keeping good, so I've just taken out the wrap package and I'm going to keep it here. I've got another little like kind of like fake light here, like a little candle. This kind of gives me like Throne of Glass vibes. Then I've got my little book fake flowers because I would not be able to keep alive real ones. This I got, I went to an Onyx Storm event and it was like a little, like an art of Violet and Zayden. Love Zayden, absolute favourite. So I thought that would look really cute there. So at the moment this is what we're looking like and I will show you when it's all put together. And okay, so I have actually finally finished the TBR corner. I'm absolutely loving it at the minute. This is all fantasy on here. All kind of fantasy. The bottom kind of has some dark romance because it's not my chosen genre. I've just got a friend that really wants me to try and read some of it. So it is there. I've read maybe one or two and it's been alright so far, but nothing crazy. But I'm obsessed with romantic and fantasy, so this is all the ones. Turn it round to see all the ones we've got. Just purchased this the other day. Yeah, I said to myself, don't buy any more books, but alas, here we go. And it just kind of spins round. There we go. And it does hold the books. It can be a little shaky now and again. You kind of have to hold it with two hands, I think, when you're turning it. Especially if it's so full with like hardbacks and stuff. So just be, I think if you ever get this, just be careful with what you're putting on it and just... It does come with like little like pegs that you could peg it to the wall, but then I don't know how that's going to work if you want to like spin it round. So yeah, I don't really know how the pegs work, but there is pegs there. And at the top, I'll turn it around to the front because I went and put some things up the top. I really shouldn't do this with one arm, but... So I've got my little... to whatever end. This little thing I need to actually put new batteries in. And this, I thought it was very Throne of Glass vibes. And then I made this at pottery. So yeah, that's that. And then just behind I've just got some of my Taylor Swift little posters I got from Shein and Temu. I just got those actual like frames from IKEA and then popped them in there. That's from when I went to the Eras tour. All the fun stuff. On the top here, I've got this from, I think I've pretty much said this in the video already, but this is from a event that I went to for Onyx Storm. This was an Etsy purchase that I got just to sit in my wee library. This is a Bridgerton candle that I got from Asda. It's really cute. When I move into my house, the bedroom we're going to have is going to be all kind of blues. Vibe I kind of want to go with, like kind of nice blues, browns. I think this will go really nice in the bedroom as well, like the brown colours. This is my Epic Universe Starbucks cup. I like it because it's got like the dragons and stuff on it. Just a little pin board that I've used as a coaster. And then a little fake plant back here, which is in a bookcase because I cannot keep real plants alive. On these shelves here is all my romance books. So these are all my romance TBR ones here. A couple down here. These are like the kind of miscellaneous ones that I'm like, am I ever going to get to these? I really want to, but there's much more pressing things in front. Like, these two here I really want to read. I read the first 2 books of the series before this, never got around to the next one. I don't know if I will, but I want to read this series. Do I need to read the other series in its entirety before I read that? So let me know in the comments. And then I'm contemplating getting rid of these because I don't really think I'm going to read these, but they're really pretty and I feel like they'd look really nice as like just decor sitting on my dining table or whatever when I get my house. And then over here is just like miscellaneous. I've got some Harry Potter stuff here, colouring books, pens, and then my vinyls because I want to have a little vinyl stand as well. So this is kind of my makeshift little den of TBR stuff until the move in my big chair that's going to be going into the reading room. But I'm really, really happy with it. Yeah, and then hopefully soon I will be doing some moving vlogs and moving this all into a book room. That is pretty much how we're going to keep it for the now, and hopefully get through a lot of the TBR books because this is a lot. That's why I got rid of all them over there. But this is still a lot. But it's ones that I really want to get to and I don't want to get rid of, so let me know if you see any on here that you think I should read like ASAP. But yeah, thanks for watching the chaos and happy reading, everybody.